to Benjamin or me?
So welcome to the Zoom call for tonight. We're just waiting for the attendees to show up. So welcome to the Zoom meeting. We'll start in just a short minutes. So hello, Team Herbalife of the Nordics. Welcome Norway, welcome Sweden, welcome Finland, welcome Denmark, and of course, welcome South Africa on this Zoom call today. So today's topics will be how to benefit the most out of the Summer Spectacular in August. So I'm Benjamin, and I'm a proud member of the Herbalife Nutrition Millionaire Team 7.5. And I'm also honored to be a member of the Summer Spectacular Committee as well. And I'll just give you some good news and good stuff before we hand the microphone over to our very special VIP speakers for today's Zoom. And with me today, I have the subcommittee for the program. You can see them up the upper left corner. So have you been working today? Are the program?
I'm from Finland. We have
OT.
I'm from Denmark.
It's Nikolai. How are you doing, guys?
Yeah, and then we have Ranveig.
Hello.
And Frank. And we have been working really hard on the program, and everything is settled. So we are looking really forward to the first Nordic Summer Spectacular ever. And we are so lucky to be here tonight and listen to Brett and Kelly from South Africa, our good friends from the European Strategy and Planning Group.
Yeah, it's true. And we are almost 1,700 that already have a ticket, and we expect more than 2,000, maybe even 2,500 in Malmö. And the planning of the event is almost done, and we're looking forward to see you all in the Summer Spectacular. So the agenda will be packed with high-class education, and we'll have parties, we'll have workouts, we will have a Friday with the Leadership Development Day. So make sure if you have qualified, you get your tickets, because almost half of the tickets are already sold. So as soon as you've qualified active supervisor 2019, make sure to buy your ticket for the Friday Leadership Development event. And also for the workout, when we buy our t-shirt, we will support the Herbalife Nutrition Foundation and the Acres of Love, which Brett and Kelly, our VIP speakers for today, are personally involved in South Africa. And also the theme party, the theme for the party will soon be revealed, but it's gonna be great fun, and we're all gonna look good, and we're gonna look sexy, so it's gonna be great. And Saturday and Sunday will be packed with a high-class education training, the best of the best. Our country director Mia Bergman has done a tremendous job, and got a contract with Dr. Luigi Grattan. And I don't know who to show the slides, but maybe we'll see them afterwards. I can't see the slides, but anyway, we'll have Dr. Luigi Grattan, and he's the Vice President of Training at Herbalife Nutrition and been at Herbalife for 13 years. And from the member side, we have nothing less but a scoop. We have Brett and Kelly, who will be our VIP speakers for the Summer Spectacular. And these two are very experienced Herbalife members. They have a huge success with a lot of fantastic qualifications in their team, and they're very supportive, not only to the Herbalife members, but also for the Herbalife Nutrition Foundation. So you've seen them talk at the Extravaganza, and you've seen them train at the Future President Team Retreat, and they are members of the European Strategy Group. And Brett and Kelly are actually the engineers behind the member activation program, the MAP, and the blender promotion, the 5 to 7 client focus, and their mindset for all of us changed when we started to listen to Brett and Kelly and the focus on the individual member, their concept about having 5 to 7 clients and recognize them for the clients, not only for the volume points. So the business they are running is so much use minded, and we couldn't find anyone better to be our second VIP speakers at the Summer Spectacular than this inspiring couple. So now it's a great pleasure and privilege to introduce to you 20K President's Team ESG members, VIP speakers for today, Brett and Kelly Yitman. Handing over to you, Brett.
Yeah. What a great introduction. What an amazing introduction. Thank you so much.
However, Benjamin, there's a slight change, because when you wrote down our title, which may have been about a week ago as you were planning for this call, we were President's Team members. But today, we are Executive President's Team members. Yes, we've created our first diamond. It only took us 26 years, but if we can do it, you can do it.
Great, thank you. Congrats.
Thank you.
So, hi everyone. We're Brett and Kelly. You've heard it. We're from South Africa, and we are so excited to come to the Nordics. Honestly, and one of the reasons we're so excited to come to the Nordics, you know, that we were working it out in about 30 countries in the last 3 years. We've been blessed to go all over Europe. We've been to Korea. We've been to Bangkok. And the one place we haven't been yet is the Nordics. Yeah. So this is a big one for us. It's a big one on our bucket list. Norway is one of our favorite countries. We haven't been to Denmark. We haven't been to Finland. We haven't been to Sweden. But Norway is certainly one of our favorite countries. I have a very good friend living in Norway. And actually, we have a brand new first line, almost supervisor in Oslo. This month should be his final month of qualification into supervisor this month. So we're excited to be there.
But as Benjamin has kindly said, we serve very beautifully with Frank and Ranvik on the ESG, and we're so familiar. We've got so many friends from that part of the world. But let me tell you, when you guys very kindly extended the invitation for us to be part of your first ever Summer Spectacular, for us the answer was yes. We didn't care when it was. We were just going to make sure that we were going to be coming in and celebrating with you very, very special people in the Nordic region, because from the very, very bottom of our heart, part of who Brett and I are, we love the business for the products, we love the business for the business opportunity, but we love the business because of what we can do in terms of paying back. And our friends from the Nordic region, we are eternally grateful for all that you have been doing for Acres of Love. Your pouring of love and funds into Africa has not gone unnoticed. Every time we go, we proudly see the jungle gyms that your region gave to the children here in Africa. I get goosebumps as I say thank you, and I can't wait. Brett and I just can't wait to hug every single one of you and thank you for the wonderful things that you've been doing for the children in Africa.
And we'll show some photos. When we get up to Norway, to the Nordics, we'll show some photographs of just what you guys have been doing and the difference that you've been making here. Yeah. But we only have about 20 minutes. And in that 20 minutes, basically we want to say to you, please make sure that everyone comes down to this event. But the best way we know how to say, please get everyone, get your downline, get your new distributors, get your old leaders, get everyone down to the event. The best way we know how to do that is to try and add a bit of value, not just promote. We want to try and give you a little taste of some of the things that we believe are important and that we'll cover in a lot more detail as we come up. This event is going to go down in history. This is going to be the greatest thing ever to happen. It's a first huge summer spectacular. At the end of summer, 2,000 people in one room, all from the Nordic region. This is the birth. This is the day when the Nordics is actually born. Everything that's been done up until now was only preparing for this moment. So we're so excited. And guys, the fact that we're there with Dr. Luigi Grattan, this is for us, you know, one of our favorite people on planet Earth. We've worked with Dr. Luigi in so many countries, and he has a name in South Africa.
I have to confess to having given him the name.
He has a name. He's called across the whole of South Africa. He's called
Dr. Yummy. We call him Dr. Yummy because
Yummy.
he's so yummy.
Because, you know, when all the ladies see Dr. Luigi, husbands are ignored for about 20 minutes once they see Dr. Luigi. What an amazing guy. You guys are so lucky. We're so excited to be spending time with Dr. Luigi. But right, I want to get into some meat, and we want to get into a little bit of information. So I'm going to start by sharing a screen. Oh, look at that. And it's actually working.
I'm so impressed, my darling.
Look at that.
You see, you wouldn't have got this if it were me doing the slides.
So can I just ask, Benjamin, Frank, just wave if you can see it. Just tell me that the screen is,
Okay.
Wonderful. So that's us on the left-hand side, and those are our delightful, happy, beautiful kids on the right-hand side. I say children, but it's not really true. Our son is 16 years old, and he's now 6'4". He's taller than I am. I'm 6'3". He is 6'4" at 16 years old. Our daughter is 24 years old. She's a full-time Herbalife distributor. This is all that she actually does. We've been in the business for 26 years. So that's a quick introduction. This is what our business looks like at the moment. Now, why am I showing you this? Because later on, I'll show you how we created this. At the moment, we have 7 first-line millionaire team members. We have 1 Get 2.5 member. And then, of course, outside of this, we have lots of first-line world team and lots of first-line supervisors. But this is what our organization looks like at the moment. And we're so excited because we now have our first diamond, our first president's team member. And that's just a beautiful, amazing couple that we can't wait to tell you. They went to president's team in just over 4 years.
Oh,
From
yes.
the time they signed up to the time they became president's team was just 4 years. And we're going to, when we're in Norway, we're going to tell you in the Nordics.
In the Nordics.
When we're in the Nordics, we're going to tell you step by step how that grooming was done and what the philosophies were that have caused that to happen. But in fact, at the same time, this one's a brand new millionaire team. This one's a brand new millionaire team.
Yeah.
This one is a brand new millionaire team. There are millionaire team and Get 2.5 happening in the business at the moment in such a beautiful way. No forcing of the business, no over promotion of the business, just a beautiful organic growth inside the business. Do you want to say anything,
No,
darling?
you're doing beautifully. I know how much we still want to cover.
So this one's in detail, and I always put it up because I want transparency and I want honesty with everyone. I started in the business in 1993 in Italy, and started to grow to Get Team and Millionaire Team and President's Team, and then Kelly came in and joined the business, and Kelly added so much value because I like stats and I like numbers and I like analysis and I like systems and I like processes. And Kelly,
I like people, and I like hugs, and I like shake parties, and I like gatherings, and I like results, and I just love being around people.
so you've got one who just loves to love people and one who wants to analyze everybody. So
we make a wedding pair, babe. High five.
We now have just the most beautiful organization. You'll see the numbers there. The key numbers are the ones in blue. The team is adding between 50 to 60 to 65 supervisors a month. This month, 59 new supervisors already so far for the month. And that's, of course, growing because May is not over. There's still, I actually did this report yesterday, so there's still quite a few numbers coming through on that. But the business is now over 1 million volume points every single month. And we're just so excited by the way it's happening, because the way it's happening is more excited than what's actually happening. In 2005, we were president's team, and we were pinned by some of our favorite friends, David and Jane.
Yep.
And in the Nordics, you guys are going to laugh your socks off when you hear some of the stories about how this pinning happened. There is just the most amazing story of what happened on the stage that day. And we can't wait to share that story with you when we actually get up there. So here's some content. Are you ready? A little bit of content, quick content. One of the things that we believe in, and these are good for everyone to know, brand new person, supervisor, world team member, Get team member, millionaire team member, is these are questions that we think are some of the most important questions. And the key behind the questions is that everyone thinks the same way. So like a question of how many customers should a successful supervisor have? Now, the key here is not the answer. The key is that everyone has the same answer. You see, if you think a successful supervisor needs this much, you should be able to ask anyone in your team, anyone, your customer, your member, your brand new person, your supervisor, and everyone should have the same answer. Because if everyone's got the same answer, you're moving towards a common goal. If everyone has different answers, then actually nobody really knows what the expectations are. What is your goal with a new member? When a brand new member signs up, what's the goal? What is the objective? What are we trying to achieve with this brand new member? What's the step-by-step process? Take note of this one. When you get a brand new member who gets started, you might be a brand new member on this Zoom call now. You might be a brand new person. If you're a brand new member, do you know step-by-step exactly what to do? So we're going to be covering this when we get up to the Nordics, but making sure that everyone has commonality. Now, I'm going to be clear. Not everyone has to have the same DMO. In fact, everyone should have different DMOs. Some should like fit camps. Some should like nutrition clubs. Some should like weight loss challenges. Some should like, doesn't make 10-day challenges, 21-day challenges, shake parties. We encourage everyone to do their own thing, but have common answers that cut across no matter what DMO you're doing. There should be some common answers, and we'll walk you through that when we get up there. Business builders, successful somebody in the business. How many new members should they be bringing in a month to be called a business builder, to be somebody who's growing? What should you actually be doing? How do you do business presentations? Do you do business presentations one-on-one or in a group? How are they best done? What volume point should a successful business builder be doing, and how should it look? How many supervisors do you need to reach Get Team? How many supervisors do you need to reach Millionaire Team? And how many do you need to reach President's Team, depending on what your goals are? The key here is that everyone has the same answers and then does it their own way, with their own DMO, with their own styles. And if everyone's got the same answers, you've got alignment, and the whole team is talking the same language.
Absolutely. And for wherever your business is now and wherever you want to take it to, if you just scroll your eye over the screen and have a look at those questions, you'll see that if you are having the right conversations with your members and your supervisors and your world team, active world team in your organizations, you'll find that if you are all addressing these questions and have a common conversation that you're excited about, you're all going to grow together. And that doesn't happen by chance. We've just come back from Johannesburg. We gathered with our team. We are asking these questions. We are revisiting these questions. It takes some work, but there's such fun in that when you gather, you engage. That helps with your retention. That helps with your team building. That helps with taking your business and their business to the next level. So cast your eye on these questions, hold them deep in your thoughts, and we're going to be answering them when we come to the Nordics soon.
So, the value of a brand new member coming down to the Nordic event and coming to the Saturday and Sunday, the open training, the value is that a brand new member is going to know what to do step by step, and they'll know exactly how to be able to build their business. So hugely valuable, but also hugely valuable to leaders, to the more advanced people that might have been in the business for some time. We have something that we call the 10 steps. Now I'm going to show you. The first step is that we tell somebody to place an order. The minute somebody gets registered, we teach them how to place an order, because when you get registered, you only get a shake when you get registered, and we teach them how to just get a couple of products to be able to help get their results, and we'll walk you through this. But then we have a second step, third step, fourth step, fifth step, sixth step, seventh step. After 4 steps, everyone starts on the same 10 steps, everybody. You see, maybe they're just getting registered because they've been using the products for a while, they've been a customer for maybe 6 months. Now they're getting registered, and they're not really about want to build a business. They just want to be a segmented customer, a preferred customer. They still do the 10 steps, but they can stop after step 4. But they want to be a distributor. They want to build a business. They keep going all the way down now to step 10. And by the time they get to step 10, they're pretty much at supervisor level. They've gone through MAP. They've gone to the supervisor level. Now we'll walk you through these 10 steps, what they are, why they work, how we got there, what the thinking was that brought us to this, and we'll make it so clear to everyone that these are not the right 10 steps. We'll make it so clear to everyone that you can choose your own 10 steps. We will teach that these are not the answer, that you can work with your team and change it, and you can create your own 10 steps. You can use this as a guideline. You can use this as a framework, but we're not going to teach that this is the answer. We're going to teach that the philosophy of having a step-by-step process will help you to create more supervisors. So here's our team alignment. I'm going to give you some of the numbers from our team. We believe, and if you call a member, brand new person in our team, they know this from the 10 steps. They know that actually everyone should have 1,000 personally purchased volume, absolute minimum of customers as quickly as possible. So even if a brand new member should as quickly as possible get to a minimum of 1,000, we actually believe 2,500 personally purchased volume in customers. But the baseline minimum, if you're doing less than 1,000, we go, wow, we got to work on these skills. We believe that there's strong, and then there's you need to develop your skills. We believe everyone should be bringing in a minimum of 5 new members a month. That's what it takes to be called a business builder. If you're not bringing in 5 new members, but then we've got to teach you how. We've got to give you skills. We've got to give you tracking sheets to help you. Then we're going to teach you how to activate a minimum of 3 members a month in your personal volume. We're going to teach your members how they can have 3 members. We're going to teach your supervisors how they can have 3 members activated on the road to MAP. Because we try and teach everyone to do 10 first-line supervisors a year. If you can create 10 new first-line supervisors every single year, following a step-by-step process, then you get growth, then you get royalties. Not just the income from our sales, not just the income from our retail, not just the impact from our retail, but you actually get royalties. You get to spread your influence. You're no longer just influencing those that you can influence. You can now influence communities, villages, towns, cities, and even a country. Then we teach you how to get 80% of your supervisors, more than 80%, active. And then we teach minimum volume from an average supervisor is 1,300, minimum. And then we go, you must create some active supervisors and high flyers. You must create some real super achievers. You see, we're going to try and teach you how to put muscle into your business, not fat in your business. There's a lot of people who do great volume. Maybe they do 2,500 points or 3,000 points or 4,000 points. But 12 months later, they haven't changed PIN. They're a world team member doing 2,500, 3,000, 4,000 points. And 1 year later, they're still a world team member. And 1 year later, they're still a world team member. And 1 year later, sometimes 4, 5, 6, 7 years, they stay on the world team. We're going to teach you how to put muscle into the volume. You don't have to change the volume. You must change the structure of the volume. And if you do that, you start to develop muscle inside the business. And we'll do that by teaching MAP. We'll be teaching the member activation program as a big part of what we're doing. But we'll also be talking about how MAP creates supervisors so that our customers are getting the best discount, 50%, so that our members are getting 50%, so that everyone in the team is getting the best possible discount. Here's an example of our team. This was in March. We'll have this updated with the latest numbers when we get in. These are our top achievers. But our top achievers in the team are doing 19,000, 15,000, 12,000, 11,000, 10,000, 10,000 points. These are our top achievers. But it's important to note how many members they're bringing in, how many supervisors they're creating, and what their personally purchased volume, their customer base is. And we're going to break down all of these and analyze how do they get the customer base? What's the process? How do they get the members? What's the process? How do they get the supervisors? What's the process? Our challenge is to everyone, build 10 first-line supervisors in 12 months. This is going to be a challenge we'll unpack and we'll talk about and we're going to explain. Even if you're a brand new member, get yourself to supervisor and start creating supervisors, start building royalties. Here's an example of a beautiful lady. I'm not going to give you her name, but just in October, she's in our team. Just in October, she made active world team with 500 royalty points. With all of this thinking we're showing you now, with all of this 10 steps that we're showing you now, walking through a process, just helping guide her thinking, she is now, last month in April, just this short of Get Team 2.5. So from October, active world team, to almost Get Team 2.5 in less than 6 months, following the processes that we're going to be talking about. She recruited 113 new members and created 8 first-line supervisors in the last 12 months, using the processes we're going to show you and talk about. And again, the processes are not dependent on DMO. You can use these processes in Nutrition Club, Fit Club, Shake Party, 10-day challenge, 31-day challenge, 50-day challenge, 500-day challenge. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. Keep doing what you're doing. You just add some philosophy. So here's some final notes for us to end.
Well, before we go into the notes, I really just want to quickly validate what Brett is saying, because, 26 years in the business, we're going to be bringing some of the wisdoms and the learnings from the past, and we're going to intertwine it with all the current reality of how we've grown our business, especially in the last 5 years with MAP as a major focus. It's in our DNA, it's in our blood, it's everything that we are and everything that we do. And the reason why I wanted to just quickly jump in here is because whether you're a numbers person, whether you're a fun person, when you love the gatherings, there's a little bit of absolutely everything for everybody at this event. We take our business very, very seriously, but we don't take ourselves too seriously. So when we know what the party theme is, we want to know, because we'll be the ones dressed up. We want to talk about customers. We want to talk about the customer journey. We want to talk about taking a member on a journey to supervisor. We want to unpack the stats. We want to show you our organization. We want to show you the examples that we are working with, because we've never been more excited about the business. We may have been in business for 26 years, but let me tell you something, with our children now, both distributors in this business, we are never more excited about the future and how we're going to get to the levels that we're wanting to get to.
Yeah. So we talk about goals. We talk about what you're doing. Does it work? Great if it works, but does it duplicate? See, it's great if you can do it. The question is how many other people are copying what you're doing, because that's important. We're going to talk a lot about, we can't hold our team to expectations if we don't set a standard. Our team needs to know what we expect from them. Clarity creates confidence. This ability for people to know what to do all the time. So often, even our world team members often and our supervisors go, I'm just not sure what I should be doing. And we're going to be driving clarity so that everyone knows what to do. Now, this is key. Growing royalties is dependent on your ability to get people to events.
Yeah.
And you have the biggest event coming up in the Summer Spectacular. You have the biggest opportunity in August to be able to get 2,000, 3,000.
Yeah.
It's overflow the room.
Let's do it.
But growing royalties, a skill that you have to learn is the ability to get people to events, because if you can't get people to events, you can't grow royalties. Yeah. So starting right now, if you're brand new, maybe you're a brand new member, maybe you're a supervisor, set down a goal, 10 people, 15 people, 20 people, set a goal to get some people down with you to the event, because that's your ability to grow royalties. Because everything we do is in a group format. We can't achieve our goals one person at a time. No. We help our customers one person at a time, but to grow our influence, we need to do this in a group format. We're going to be talking to you about how we lead. We don't tell people what to do. Everything that we're telling you, we do. We'll show you our stats. We'll show you our results. We'll show you our metrics. We'll show you that we are doing what we're teaching, and the results are just staggering, and we hope that you get some of the same results. This is who's coming. It's so funny. Most people just look right in the middle at Dr. Luigi and never look at anything else.
Oh, not true. I'm looking at you. There we go, handsome.
We're so excited, guys, to be coming to the Nordics. Get everyone you know down there. It has the ability to expand your thinking. It has the ability to expand your knowledge. Dr. Luigi is going to be making sure that the products are the center of the show. Dr. Luigi is going to talk about making the biggest difference in health and wellness and making people happier and healthier around the world. Dr. Luigi will do that job. What we'll do the business job. Yep. And what we'll do is we'll focus on helping you to grow. Dr. Luigi making the products the star of the show, and us talking about how you can take those products and go and build a career and a life-changing just experience, life of experiences. And we'll take you step by step on what we're doing. Guys,
super grateful for this opportunity, super grateful to be able to share a little bit of who we are, but more especially, we just can't wait to come and spend 3 magical days with you in your region. Until we meet again, mwah. Thanks, everyone.
Guys, we're going to hand it back to the local Nordic team. We wanted to add a little bit of value and let you know a little bit of where we're going and what we're going to be covering. And we hope you're as excited as we are about coming in. Thank you for giving us 25 minutes of your time. Absolutely. Can't wait to see you. Love you, Nordics.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you very much, Brett and Kelly. This is exactly why we invited you. So thank you for the tasting, and get your tickets for the Summer Spectacular, book your hotels, get your new members to the arena. This is gonna be awesome. Thank you very much, Brett and Kelly Yitman. See you in Malmö.